Next thing, we'll let All Blacks head coach Ian Foster open up with a few words before taking some questions. Thanks, Ian.
Yeah, just thank South Africa for the game. It was obviously a big game within this championship. It was billed like that, one that we get excited about, and pretty delighted with our response to this sort of challenge. It wasn't perfect, but it showed a lot of intention. I thought we had a desire to play, and that was exciting. Lots of swings and roundabouts in the game, but the way we climbed through some of the ebbs and flows and came out on top is something we're pretty proud of.
Ian, what pleased you most about that performance?
Just the way we climbed through some ebbs and flows in the game, I think. It's they're a quality team. We obviously stung them at the start with the tempo we were able to play, and I thought our desire to play on top of them early was there, and we got good reward for it. But they come back, and we've spoken before about defending leads, and they had a lot of experience on their bench in that third quarter. But I thought we rode through that, and so it's a good little step for us.
You were able to play at and the points and rewards you were able to get early on. How important was that to sort of set up the rest of the game?
Yeah, hugely important. We were sort of able to execute a lot of what we planned and had trained, which isn't always the case in test matches. And I just thought that we won those initial collisions. Our breakdown was good, and it allowed us to move the ball to space. Maybe nullified their line speed a wee bit, and the fact that we were able to go bang bang a couple of times and then hold them out right on half time, I thought was important too.
Ian, how much confidence will that second half give this team, because you had to repel that bench and also strike back a couple of times?
Yeah, it'd give us a lot of confidence. It's any win over South Africa is pretty special, and particularly this South African team. So to deal with the best they had off the bench and the way we did it was encouraging. But I guess the thing that will give us the most confidence is that they had a lot of moments in that second half that they were on top, didn't they? And so, but rather than losing our way for too long, we managed to find a way back. So I think that was the part that's really pleasing. And it's if we can keep building that confidence in that part of our game, then the first half stuff would be pretty good.
Ian, how heartening is it to have a second straight strong, outstanding performance from your team, given last year's backdrop, I guess?
Well, I think you're the only one talking about last year, Mark. I'm talking about this year, and 2 out of 2, we're pretty happy.
Sam, I assume you were injured. Can you tell us the nature of that and how serious it was?
Yeah, I think it was just before Shannon's try. I sort of got my neck tweaked, and then when we came in at half time, just letting the medical staff know, and then Foz made the call in the end. So a little bit more, probably a bit precautionary, but got this week to coming week to get it right, and hopefully should be. It's not too bad at the moment. So.
Ian, Shannon's performance tonight, another really strong showing. Just a word on him and the way he's kind of able to dominate in that 6 jersey at the moment.
Yeah, he's just taking the challenge on board. It's a jersey he wants, and I was delighted. I thought last week was one of his best tests, and the Argentinians are a tough team, and he was strong, but then to do it again this week is pretty special. So I thought he should be pretty proud. I also thought Will Jordan, after his break, came back, and we saw the quality of him, and I think the ball went his way a bit early, which was pleasing, and also I think the fact we can get him heavily involved from the wing is also really pleasing.
You talked about the growth still to come but just 3 tests before the World Cup. Is this where you want the group to be? Where you want to be as a team right now?
Yeah, well, look, 2 out of 2. I think we said that at the start that we just really wanted to focus on the here and now, and this team has learnt that if we get distracted by looking too far in the distance, that we trip ourselves up. So it's we've got a lot of growth to do, I think, but we are learning that let's just nail each week at a time and not think too much about anything else, and just focus on being as good as we can be right now. And in some ways that's been a good formula for us. It's meant that we haven't tried to overanalyse the past or get too excited about the future. But South Africa gave us that opportunity. Now we've got to have a break for a week and come back, and the good thing is that Aussie will keep us focused short term too.
Ian, Tamari Williams, test debut. Can you just talk about how he prepared himself this week and what you saw from him tonight?
Yeah, really well. I was impressed with him for the last couple of weeks. It's look, he had a massive super season, played huge minutes, did both sides of the scrum, and actually, he finished strong in that competition. So he's had a chance to come in here and absorb it. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming coming into the All Blacks, but I think we've just taken our time with him, and we just got a lot of belief that he's got the right attitude for it. And great little way to debut, isn't it? You look at him this year, you look at Fletcher Newell last year. Both their debuts have been against South Africa in pretty tough situations. So he has to be very proud of what he did.
Sam, how do you feel the team has 2 games this week's season?
Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. I thought, last year's India tour, we were building really well too, but then to be able to come in again with short preparation, I think it's been great for us to, as a whole squad, to go over to Argentina, despite a large chunk of the boys not being able to play, but it enabled us to come together as a squad quite quickly. And yeah, to be able to put out 2 performances that we're pretty proud of. But I suppose there's no doubt we're going to keep searching for ways to get better and improve, because that's what it's all about this season is building, keep finding ways to get better, so that come the right time of the year we're at our very best.
Sam, it was very spectacular in the first 3 minutes, just as those of us watching it. It looked as if conditions were perfect the way you guys were playing and not making any mistakes or handling stuff. Were they in fact very good, or was it just skill that managed to keep the goal from being knocked down?
Nah, for this time of year there wasn't too much dew on the ground, so the ball was reasonably dry. There was a slight wind at our back, but yeah, we're used to a bit of dew on the ball, but at the same time, skill level was high without a doubt.
Ian, that's 2 weeks in a row the starts have been really strong. Is that you want to have a hallmark of this team this year?
Oh, I'd love it to be like that. It's I wish I knew the exact formula about how to do that. I don't, but it does reflect on a team that's pretty clear in its objectives right now about how we want to play, and you always want to start strong. We've always wanted to do that, but right now I just love the attitude to go out and play, and not to let them come at us first. So, and it's not always going to result in points, but if we go and start the game with that sort of mindset, it'll happen more times than not.
A couple of big defensive stances that one before half time stopped in most of the neck roll, but how pleasing were those big moments on the line where you managed to hold them?
Yeah, look, huge. And again, you have to win both sides of the ball against South Africa. You just can't attack well. You've got to defend really, really, really well. And I thought we did that. I thought, I was a bit disappointed that last try at the end, but I think the guys were so excited about, and I think they knew the rules. They knew if we got a bonus point, it could have potentially sealed a championship tonight, and they wanted to have it. They risked that, and it cost us a try. But overall, I thought the South Africans had to earn every point they got.
Yeah, how much of a nice psychological factor was it in the box ahead of what we do later on in the World Cup?
Yeah, I don't know actually. You know, I think if you look at the game now, and if you look ahead to World Cups, I mean, World Cups is a series of one-off games, isn't it? And so...
This is a message for all suppliers and contractors on site. I am partially lifting the vehicle lockdown inside the main arena only via gate C. There is to be no vehicle
I better go, sorry.
along the west
Got to move my car.
until advised.
You might have to repeat that question.
Go for it.
So you've forgotten.
Psychological factor.
Yeah, look, in some ways, I don't think it's relevant, that win, you know, and simply because of what I said about the nature of World Cups. But where it is relevant is the confidence you get out of building the blocks in your own game. And I think we'll take that. And, you know, we've got a couple of others. You can only go back to Super Rugby to realise, you know, like the team that won it lost to the other team twice during the year. But they sorry Sam, but it does show you that, and that's what World Cups are about. And so, but you know, we're delighted with tonight's game.
And sorry, Eddie Jones, very different coach to Dave Rennie last year, and it was a cracker of a game that was played in Melbourne. What do you expect this year from the Wallabies that's going to be different?
Well, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go and watch them and see, because I don't know that they'll be that happy with their game last week. But we know they're a lot better than that. So, to be fair, we don't know. You know, we'll wait and see. But we haven't got a great track record in Australia in World Cup years, and we know if we fall asleep, that we'll be in big trouble. So, you know, I'm sure the MCG is going to be a very big, noisy, parochial crowd, full of Kiwis, but you know, I've got no doubt that it's going to be a typical Kiwi-Aussie game, and regardless of their form going on.
Yeah, we've just heard from the work, but how mindful do you have to be about managing him this year given his condition?
Will?
Well,
Yeah, no, good. I think you know, one of the things we didn't want to put him through was a lot of extensive overseas travel, and so it was a chance for us to give him a breather and then to come back into the test scene in a simpler way. But no, he's good, and he's had a really good week. It's been very short, so of limited time, but he's taken steps, but again, we'll just keep listening to him.
All done. Thanks, team.
Thank you.
See you. Thanks, Sammy.